Ah, man, look at that. Somebody puked white all over the place. Jeepers. You know, up until yesterday, we were clean. We were brown. Now we're white. Oh, man. I think I'm going to go to the farm. Mom's going to take care of a little one today. Well, not exactly little, but a 12-year-old. She's going to go with Mom. It's Mom's other job she works at. She can go over there and be there. So, oops. Oh. Might have a little breathing room after this weekend. Not much, but just a little. I don't know. Oh, so yep, it snowed. Actually, it looks worse in town than it does out in the country. It's out here in the country. Ah, my fat fingers hit the button. Out here in the country, it looks good. Just in the sheltered areas is where the snow accumulated, it looks like. So, got a couple of welding projects up. It's a little strong. Welding project I'm thinking about going out to the shop and do. I don't know. Kind of lost today. But then again, that's every day, ain't it? So yeah. Finally got a little preset, but yeah, we actually got some drifts there. Hopefully I got them in the camera. So, yep. And I feel for everybody on the East Coast up there in Canada. You guys are getting hammered. Last few years that was us, and this year for some reason it's just going around us, which is not a good sign for the summer to come. But might be another year the mowers can stay in the garage. You won't have anything to mow. You have to be putting water on your lawn to keep the fire hazard down. And that. So, whoa! Wind behind me, and I got a lead foot. Not good. So we're gonna go mess around out the shop, out town. I just kind of need a day, and gotta make a decision on that truck. I don't know if I'm going to tear the truck apart, put that motor out of that into the other one, or what. Just gotta decide. I think I gotta get doing it. But hopefully after Sunday I can order some parts, some more parts for the wife's car and the daughter's car, and get them in, get them repaired. Part of me is starting to decide, I need to really decide which one I want to work on. Cars or woodworking. I don't know. It's kind of hard to, but then again, I don't have anybody beating down the doors to have me do either one, so I don't know. Or I just got to figure out how to get consolidated back out to the farm, so we're down the one electric bill and this and that. But yeah, banks just don't want to do nothing, so well, I'm going to shut up. We'll go see if we can find something interesting to do at the farm today. So I need out of town, I guess. I need to come out here and tinker something. And I ended up tearing the shop apart out here the other day looking for something that I told somebody I had, and I finally found it. And literally, it was almost in the last place I looked. That should have been the first place I looked. So, but, all right. Well, talk to you here in a few. Oh boy, guys. Just out here cleaning at the shop. Just not really found anything to do. I ended up breaking down and taking some pain medicine. I think I screwed my back up the other night. I can't remember if I said anything in the video or not, but I went to get out of my chair, go pick on the kids, and I stood up. Thought I took a step. My right foot stayed where it was. I think I actually stepped on my right ankle with my left foot, and I went down hard. Scared the shit out of the wife. and scared her. She woke up dreaming, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I felt okay." Now I've moved around out here and that done. I haven't lifted anything heavy, but I'm starting to get the pain in my lower back like I had when I was younger. So I suppose I knocked my damn back out, and oh, that hurts. But anyway, I've been cleaning up, reorganizing, trying to get it to where I can find stuff. I don't know, this bench was getting pretty buried. I just kind of got her unburied here. Still finding a little bit of woodworking stuff. Got a little pile of wood there I forgot to take the other day, and those 2 pails there got woodworking stuff in it. I know the office is still full of, yeah, it's got a bunch of woodworking stuff and construction stuff. There, I had a spot on the lens. But yeah, just trying to get her organized. I don't know, we might be pulling that motor there out from under the bench, put her on the engine stand, and I got some head gaskets here, and that's old school. Take her apart, check it, look at it, see what it looks like. Might clean her up and get that parts Camaro in here and get the transmission out of that, see how that looks. And try and get that red Camaro running. I'm not worried about getting the body work done to it right now. I just want to kind of get it running, drivable, and I'd like to have it running for my daughter's graduation. It won't be the prettiest looking car, but she'll have a thump to her. Have her show up the graduation in that. So kind of what I'm kicking around to do, since I don't have a whole lot to do right now, and I don't seem to be getting anybody to beat down my doors. So, but yeah, I'm just out here doing cleaning. It's amazing how much crap I've had in this little building over the years. And the other thing I'm trying to kind of start to think about is try to get out to get an addition on here with a cement floor that'd be strong enough to hold the above ground hoist, so I could lift these cars. There's a couple of cars I could be working on, but unfortunately to get the motors out they gotta go out the bottom. Well, this is only an 8-foot ceiling in here. I don't have quite enough room for that. So yeah, but well, I want to see what else I can put away and clean up, and I seen some pain medicine. I think I'm going to find it and take it. It hurts, and it's not a good hurt. I mean, I haven't hurt like this in a couple of years. I don't. So, alright. I think somebody keeps putting stuff in this building. Holy crapoly. Found all this stuff. A plan that I drew on a piece of drywall, a couple more tool cases that don't need to be out here. But I'm getting her there. Just swept. Got that cleaned up. Actually, I wish somebody would like an old 8-track stereo. There you would go. Oh, guys. Ouch. Tell you, my lower back just feels like something is out. Pain med's helping, but it just feels like something, I don't know. And it's not where I hurt from my kidney stones, it's in my back. I suppose that fall the other night probably jarred it or didn't knock it out. A few years ago here, my wife, we hook arms back to back, and she bent over and bent me over her back, and it sounded like somebody just took a 2x6 and broke it. Oh, I had relief for a long time after that. No, until a couple of nights ago. So I'm going to have her try that again. So, but now I got my metal bender where I could almost get to it now. well, it's going to come out here. I just got to decide where I'm going to and how. I've been thinking about taking and drilling the holes in the floor for the mounting base, then get the kind that go in the floor and then swell out, so that way it'd be, and then I would put a plug of some kind or something to keep the threads clean so it'd be flat, and then when I need it, just zip it down. I got those little impact drivers, so it wouldn't take long to tighten it back down, and then I could use it. But now I know everybody's probably noticed the cracks in this floor. Now see, we're about where this one is. That is where the original floor of the garage was. I had a couple people talk me into leaving that, and then all this from here, well, from that crack all the way there is all add-on. And it's supposed to have fiberglass in this, but obviously I don't. And they wouldn't let me put the rebar in. I wanted to put rebar in. They're like, oh, save that money, save that money. And I guarantee you, if I ever take this building apart and move it, or jack it up and move it to another slab, I'll guarantee you, if I got the video recorder, the camcorder, geez, and I lift up these sections of concrete, I'll guarantee you they are following the exact same cracks under in that old slab. So I will not ever pour concrete over another old slab again. So, and the one old boy that told me he's done it, and I've seen his garage. I mean, his was fine. So I don't know why here, what happened. So it's no big deal. But now that I'm working on cars in here, hey, it's better than what I used to have. I used to be outside, and believe it or not, with temperatures in the snow like this, I used to try and work on cars outside. What the heck was I thinking? So yeah, I'm pretty much getting down to where all the woodworking stuff, I haven't hit the office yet. There's a lot of that in there. There's old magazines, like from suppliers, and a lot of that might go either to the burn pile or go to recycling. But pretty much got it down to where it's just car stuff out here. Close, but not there yet. But alright, yeah, I haven't got, I said I was going to do some welding. I haven't even got to the welding. I've been cleaning and picking up stuff and sweeping, and that amazes me too. I mean, the cars I've been working on are fairly clean, but the dust and the dirt that's in here, that's why I got that thing running. It's my homemade air filter. And boy, I tell you, when days when I do welding in here, I can start with a clean filter, or cleanish. It's already turned colors. That's supposed to be a light blue. Just from what I've swept in that in here, it's turned. And there's been days when I've done light welding in here, and I'll start with a clean filter, and that filter will turn black. And not to gross you out or nothing, but that thing works pretty good, because when I was woodworking out here, I'd stop going home with the sawdust boogers, and when I'm welding, I don't get the black stuff in my nose. So it works. All I got to do is run it continuously, circulating the air. So hey, it works. But yeah, and being out here at the car shop, my brain's going crazy. May or may not be doing something. I just gotta get some stuff, and I found some more parts and that ain't gonna be too bad to get, so I don't know. Might have to pick up another tool so I can put bearings in. Might do my stock version of a motor. Then we might put a motor together, a good motor. And I don't know if I should, but I'll tell you, if it runs like the last time and knowing what I did this time, yeah. So I may be going ahead and getting the engine building videos going. You know, I'm getting up there in age, and you know, a lot of guys taught me. And there's one little trick that I'm going to put it together first. I done it on 2 other motors and it worked really, really well. I want to try it on a different style of heads, what I done. If it works and it runs like I think it will, then I might go ahead and show you. And it's a little secret that I got from, handed down from somebody famous that done stuff. And yeah, I did know a couple of so-called, somewhat famous, but hey. And I couldn't believe it when I done it. Did it. Oh, I got a guy that ran one of my motors that I did this to, and he's like, "What did you do to that thing?" I said, "Well, if you want to know, buy it." He really wanted to buy it, so. But anyway, we'll get into that when we're working on motors. I do love working on cars. I like building motors. I was getting to where I was doing a lot of motors a year. And then kids come along, and then now it's kind of funny how life goes. I mean, you're young, it seems like you got money, time, and you're going. Then you get hooked up, and then you kind of, okay. Then you may or may not start a family, and the family comes along, and then that's a pretty full-time job. The car stuff kind of slides to the back, and among the other things. And now it's like I'm turning, the kids are getting older. The youngest is kind of interested. My oldest used to be interested in what Dad did, but she's kind of lost interest. But the youngest is picking up where the oldest is left off. And she likes helping Dad. My youngest has got a tool actuation too. I got an impact driver I bought. And then I bought another one because she wouldn't let me have mine back. Well, and I got it off eBay used. And it was dirty, grimy and that. And she come home from school. I told the wife I'm going to pick on her. And I asked her if she's seen her impact driver, and she's like, no. And told her, I says, well, go get it. She come back, it's not there, Dad. I said, yeah, it is. Go get it. I used it for a little bit. And I told her where it was sitting, and she come back and she held that thing in her hand, and she looked like she was ready to bawl. She's like, what did you do to it? Oh my God. I said, no, sweetie, it's another one Daddy got. No, it not. She was kindergarten. Oh my God, guys. It took us about 15 minutes. I got hers out and showed her the nice, clean, new one that she confiscated from me. And she's like, yeah. I said, no, Crystal. She was starting to tear up and cry. And I'm like, no, sweetie, yours takes the big battery. Evidently, it was a 14.4 one, or maybe one of my 12 volters I got. So it took about 15 minutes to convince her that the clean one was hers, and Dad didn't use it and get it all dirty and grimy that day. And then she took that 18 volt of mine and hid it from me. Therefore, the longest time I didn't see that thing. And to this day I go to use it and she still won't let me use it. She says, that's mine. Oh. I think this is one of those days I just needed to kick back, do nothing, and come out here kind of thing. Got the numbers on those motors and that. I don't know. Have to see. But I'd rather put the stuff together than turn around and sell it, instead of letting machine shops get it for free. So, talked to them. They're both okay. The one only said, well, it's been a little while. I said, well, you guys did more than what you were supposed to, too. So, he kind of backed off. But anyway, and it's cold. And I don't understand this. I've got the thermostat set at 55 degrees in here. And it's 0 or below here. I've got the air filter running, so it's circulating the air. And the other days I've been out here and I haven't had that running, that furnace was turning on and off all the time. And now today, it's ran once since I've been here, and I got here just before I think it was 10 o'clock this morning I got out here. Because I've been here for, yeah, then I looked and seen it was 12:30. So, yeah, I got out here at 10 o'clock. It's from 10 o'clock to, it's 4:20 now. The furnace hasn't kicked in. It's cold in here. It's nice and cool. But, I don't know. So, yeah, all right. Well, you know, I guess this ain't going to be much of a video today. I'm just doing a lot of rambling and talking and that. Just kind of getting cleaned around and maybe I can rearrange. And part of me's like, you know, you got the gaskets. I've got the intake gaskets. I've got the valve cover gaskets. I got the head gaskets. And that's an old school 350, so I don't have to buy new head bolts. I just wash them up, clean them up, and Teflon coat the bolts, put them back in. I'm about ready to take that motor, open her up, see what it looks like. If it looks good, clean her up the best we can. If it looks like she's going to run like it's supposed to, clean her up, call it good, get her all painted up, and then like I said, I think I said earlier, get the white Camaro in here. As far as I know, the transmission's supposed to be good in that car. Was running and driving the day they parked it, and motor stuck, but that's another core, hopefully. And get that and the drive shaft out, and then push the red one in and start reworking the brakes, the brake lines, fuel lines. Get the wiring fixed. So hey, like I said the other day, guys, I gotta have something to keep doing, or otherwise I'm gonna go freaking nuts. And you know, I get that Camaro running and going, and that it'll be worth more running than it is just going. So, all right, I'll shut up. I might add to this, may not. So, I don't know. I always seem to do, don't I? See, there we go. All right.